Rebound tip taken by Webster. Webster up ahead to McCabe. A three from the left side for McCabe is short. Bales grabs the rebound for Calgary. And we head back and forth. Calgary likes to run.
And, I didn't know Keyshawn could be any more active than what he was last year. But this kid, he just tries to drive the lane and dunk on somebody's head. Then sprints back and tries to contest a three-pointer. Energy is not something that he lacks on either end of the floor.
Luis Rodriguez bangs Wharton as he tried to drift down the lane on the left side. Foul on Luis. His first. Second on the Rebels. Leading 14-5 with 3:14 to go in the first quarter. And Isaiah Cottrell will check back in. And it'll be David Mooka going to the bench.
I think it's also worth pointing out the difference in atmospheres in here tonight.
Yeah.
There's last night versus tonight. Again, there's probably 300 people in here tonight. Last night there was over 2,000 easy, raucous, loud environment.
Aiden Smith tries to drive. Great defense by Justin Webster and forces a turnover as Smith lost the ball out of bounds. 3:05 to go. It remains 14-5 UNLV. Rebels haven't scored in a little while, but their defense has been outstanding. Rodriguez front court to McCabe. McCabe out top left side. Gets a pick from Cottrell. Curls to the top of the key. Gives the ball to Justin Webster. Using quickness and strength under the basket there.
Yeah, and that's at least the third time tonight that the Rebels have made it a point of emphasis to throw the ball inside to the post player, let them operate out of there. One time to Keyshawn Hall, another one to David this time, obviously inside to Isaiah Cottrell. And that's something where you're going to have to try to mix that in a little bit. There was times last year when you threw it in Royce Ham, let him kind of operate, make the defense have a different look, also open up different driving lanes and kick-out lanes for your shooters.
So Isaiah, a chance for a three-point play, 16-5 UNLV. Jackie Johnson checks in for McCabe. Cottrell's free throw is good, 17-5. And Keyshawn Hall will check in for Justin Webster. It's obviously incredibly early, but I've been encouraged by what I've seen from Keyshawn Hall thus far.
Yeah, the kid, we talk about the kid's skilled. He's self-proclaimed big guard, but he can do so many different things on the court, and he's going to provide a mismatch every time he's out there on both ends.
Wharton with the basketball, little guard, backing away from Cottrell. Wharton cross-court pass in the corner to Smith. Smith, a three is good. Nice shot, as Hall couldn't quite get out there in time. 17-8. That snaps about a 5.5-minute scoring drought that Calgary was in. Keyshawn Gilbert to Cottrell out top. Cottrell down the right side, kicks the ball out to Hall. Keyshawn into the lane at the elbow, now steps back, and a 16-foot jumper might have been blocked, might have been fouled, but
was definitely a bad shot, though.
It was not a good shot. Sabaliauskas drives left side. Sabaliauskas blocked from behind, but he got fouled. See who they call it on. And he'll go to the line and shoot free throws. Third team foul on the Rebels. Remember, after 5 each quarter, it's 2 free throws on any foul.
And that's one thing we're going to continue to see with the Rebels. I mean, as this team continues to evolve and their offense is going to evolve and they're going to put more of the playbook in, is guys understanding passing and cutting, not standing and ball watching, creating space, creating movement. But those are all things that, again, you've got to get comfortable knowing what your teammate likes to do. In this case, Keyshawn Hall is probably going to try to attack off the dribble, try to create something. Isaiah Cottrell likes to pick and pop out to the three-point line and get his jump shot. Guys just have to continue to get familiar with each other, but also what they're going to be asked to do on the floor.
Both free throws are made, 17-10, under 2 minutes to go in the quarter. Luis Rodriguez on the left side, out top to Gilbert. Keyshawn going to drive, comes in the lane, gets banged twice, puts it off the glass, no good. Definitely Rebels getting also a sense of what officiating might be like on the road.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot of this on the Mountain West.
Canadian officials, put it that way. A three from Johnstone from the corner is good. That's 3 threes for Calgary, and I think Kevin Kruger has seen enough of that as he calls a timeout, 17-13, with 1:31 to go here in the first quarter, and we'll take another 60-second timeout. 17-13, Rebels lead. You're listening to Run Rebel Basketball on the UNLV Sports Network from Learfield.
Hello, Las Vegas. Hello, sunset over the Strip and early mornings hiking Mount Charleston. Hello, weekends browsing the Arts District and Saturdays cheering on UNLV football. Hello, catching that 40-pound striped bass in Lake Mead, spectacular air shows at Nellis, and an afternoon as a family at Craig Ranch. Hello, wandering Water Street in Henderson, the view from the walkway of Hoover Dam, and seeing the fossils at Tule Springs. to everything that makes you so unique, Las Vegas. Plus, everything you share in common with other communities. We're Intermountain Healthcare, and we're here to be a part of your Las Vegas life. More importantly, we're here to help you live an even healthier one. Intermountain Healthcare, official healthcare partner of UNLV Athletics.
Runnin' Rebel Basketball is presented by Findlay Toyota. Now back to John Sandler.
All right, Rebels with the ball up 17-13 as Calgary has gone on a 5-0 run. In the front court, Parquet back in the game, steps back and shoots a three straight away and knocks it down. Boy, the Rebels needed that. Nice physical play by Parquet to get himself open. 20-13 with 1:10 to go. Johnstone pushes off, no call. As I said, and now Luis Rodriguez says, fine, I'll just take the ball away from you. Luis into the front court. Luis down the left side, lays it up too strong. Isaiah Cottrell, great rebound, feeds Parquet. Nice pass underneath to Keyshawn Hall. Hall has his shot blocked. Cottrell is there for the putback. That's more offensive rebounds in one sequence than the Rebels got all night last night.
Yeah, no, and again, the activity is there on both ends of the floor. The steal by Luis Rodriguez, getting out in transition, multiple offensive rebounds. Again, the guys are playing with that effort and energy. Oh, God.
Sabaliauskas tries to drive and lay it in, and Elijah Parquet says, not butter, Parquet, as he knocked that one out of bounds.
Ooh, I see what you did there, John.
40 seconds to go, 22-13 running Rebels.
Should have said, I can't believe it's not butter.
That wasn't the commercial.
But it's, I don't know. You got to mix it up a little bit.
All right, Wharton inbound, throws it out top to Calumbay. Calumbay to Johnstone, top of the key. He gets it over to Sabaliauskas, shoots a three, back iron, no good. Webster high in the air for the rebound. And Justin quickly into the front court, feeds Keyshawn Hall. Keyshawn down the left side. Keyshawn should have laid it up. Kicks it out to Parquet, now to Johnson. Jackie alone for a three. Missed it by a big margin, barely grazed iron. And now the Dinos will play for the final shot with 15 seconds to go, and the Rebels leading 22-13. Webster. And now they switch. Wharton cross-court pass to Sabaliauskas for a three, no good. Rebound tipped, taken by the Rebels' Jackie Johnson. Jackie with 1 second to go. Flying down the court, lays it up, no good. I can't believe he got from the opposing
under the basket with 4 seconds.
With 4 seconds to go and got down the court in time for a layup.
Through traffic.
And just basically missed the layup. Yeah. He actually had it. So that's the end of the first quarter, 22-13. As Jackie Johnson just flying down the court, but couldn't convert. 22-13, the Rebels lead after one. We'll be back after this on the UNLV Sports Network from Learfield.
At Philly Chevrolet, we've made it simple and easy for our family of customers to get the Chevrolet they want at the price they deserve. And in turn, you've helped us win the prestigious Chevrolet Dealer of the Year Award 7 years in a row. Thank you, Southern Nevada, from everyone at Findlay Chevrolet, Nevada's #1 Chevrolet volume dealer, located on the 215 Beltway between Rainbow and Jones, or at FindlayChevy.com. Findlay Chevrolet, home of the fine new roads.
Parkway Tavern is the official home of the Rebels on the road. With 5 neighborhood taverns, including the newest location next to the M Resort, there's no better place to win with the Rebels. Enjoy $5 Bud Light and Michelob Ultra drafts and $5 Crown Royal and Captain Morgan cocktails during every game all season long. Plus, download the Parkway app and enter promo code BREAKFAST for a free classic breakfast from 12 a.m. to 10 a.m. at any of their 5 Valley locations. Parkway Tavern is a proud partner of your UNLV Rebels. Visit pkwitavern.com or follow them on social media for upcoming events and promotions.
Rebel fans, college football is back. So grab your friends and a cold, refreshing Dos Equis lager and make the most of game day. Dos Equis is the one to score for your tailgate, at the bar, or even watching with your friend who went to that other school. So buy a cold, crisp Dos Equis and go Rebels. Dos Equis, proud partner of UNLV Athletics. Get a dose. Enjoy Dos Equis responsibly. Copyright 2022. Imported by Cervezas Mexicanas, White Plains, New York.
Pueblo Medical Imaging is a proud sponsor of UNLV Athletics. Open 7 days a week with 4 Valley locations and same-day appointments. We're your one-stop shop for all of your imaging needs. With our state-of-the-art equipment, you get the most clear and concise images along with our top-of-the-line customer service. We are Las Vegas's preferred imaging center. For more information, go to pmilv.com. Go Rebels!
Fenway Toyota brings you UNLV basketball. Here's John Sandler and Curtis Terry.
Start of the second quarter, and Calgary with the ball. Rebels leading 22-13. Wharton with the basketball. Gives it out to Vucenovic, who's in the game for the first time. Matej Vucenovic, and a whistle away from the ball. Maybe a clock malfunction. Calgary with the ball back. Beginning of the second quarter, we want to thank the great folks at Bell Limousine and Buses. Go to belllimousine.com the next time you need a limo, SUV, charter, or party bus like Curtis likes.
We're going to double down on that party bus.
belllimousine.com. All right, Vucenovic with the ball to Smith. Aiden Smith drives, kicks it to Sabaliauskas, cutting from the weak side on the baseline. Nice play, and he lays it in. 22-15 Rebels with 9:35 to go. First possession of the second quarter. Jackie Johnson gives the ball to Newell. Out top to Webster. Back to Jackie. This is the starting group. Keyshawn Hall over to Parquet. Parquet fakes the three. He's hit the only three for the Rebels in the game thus far. Actually, no, Jackie has one. Jackie drives, lost the ball, and it goes out of bounds. Unforced error there. Jackie, it is humid in this gym.
It's moist in this gym for sure.
Jackie had the ball slip out of his fingers due to that moistness.
And that's the first turnover of the night for the Rebels. And looking at the stat sheet after the first quarter, the Rebels forced 8 turnovers. They got 4 steals, and they scored 12 points off those 8 turnovers. So, again, defensively, much better effort, much better focused effort for the Rebels.
Smith to Wharton against the sideline on the left side. Better defense there. Bales open for a very long three. Missed it, but a long rebound goes to Vucenovic. Wharton drives, lays it up, no good, and then a foul underneath. And I think the foul on Parquet on the drive, a very late whistle. After the rebound, the foul was called on the shot, on the layup. So with exactly 1 minute gone in the period, a chance to cut into this 7-point Runner Rebel lead for Noah Wharton, who's the team captain. He makes the free throw. Keyshawn Gilbert will check in if this free throw is made, along with David Muoka. Second free throw also good. So 22-17. Keyshawn Hall going to the bench along with Shane Noel. And Muoka and Gilbert in, along with Johnson, Webster, and Parquet. 22-17 Rebels. Under 9 to go here in the second quarter. Jackie Johnson to Justin Webster. Out top to Keyshawn Gilbert. Back to Jackie. Jackie dribbling out top. Comes to the top of the key. Over to Webster. Justin fires a three. No good. Muoka, nice job grabbing the rebound. David goes up strong with the left hand. That's no good. But Justin Webster slides in for the putback.
Okay, Jay Webb, missing three. And then crashing the glass for offensive putback. Not something you see out of Justin Webster every day, but again, doing more than what you're asked to do is always a good thing.
24-17. Smith out top right side. Comes down the right side, gets stopped by the Rebels. Smith to a cutting Bales. Then the ball deflected, knocked away by Keyshawn Gilbert, taken by Webster. Another turnover forced by the Rebels. Webster out top, open for a three, and he knocks it down.
Yeah, and if I'm Justin Webster, those are the kind of looks I'm looking for. Again, he's got to be uber aggressive to try to find shots in transition, spotting up, anywhere he can get them.
In the front court, Smith on the right wing. Smith kicks the ball out to Wharton. 27-17 Rebels. Wharton drives. Wharton kicks the ball to Bales out top to Sabaliauskas, who just bowls over Justin Webster. Great effort by Justin to get in front, and the charge called. With 7:58 to go, the Rebels get the ball back. And this defensive effort and energy is so much better.
And I'm just sitting here as we're across from the benches in the scoring table. As we look behind the UNLV bench, you've got the team from last night. The UBC Thunderbirds are in the building. I'm just curious if they're thinking like, wow, we got away with them because we caught the guys on a bad night. I mean, a lot of time in the airport and a lot of time on their feet. Because, again, right now, the guys are just flying around. They're playing with that effort. They're focused. They're making those rotations. Again, the things that they didn't do last night, they're doing tonight, and it's showing in the score.
All right. Ball was kicked, so the Rebels have the ball in the front court. McCabe back in the game, gets it ball to Rodriguez. Now to Keyshawn Gilbert on the right side. Keyshawn to the elbow, into the lane. Keyshawn, a little floater, is good, and a foul. What a nice under-control play by Keyshawn Gilbert, getting in the lane for the bucket.
And again, I could sit here and talk about Keyshawn and the strides he's made since last season, missing that shot in the conference tournament. But it just goes without being said. I mean, the kid, he's focused. he wants to be as good as he possibly can. He wants to be great in everything that he does, and it really shows. And kids, he's focused, he's determined. It's good to see him making these kind of strides on the basketball court.
He missed the free throw, 29-17. Bales in the front court on the left side. Rebels with a 12-point lead, 7.5 to go in the second quarter. Ball right side to Johnstone, kicks the ball to Wharton, now tops to Baliauskas. He shoots a three, and the Rebels commit another foul, closing out on a three-pointer. Jordan McCabe fouling Sabaliauskas, giving him 3 free throws. They did it, 3 times last night?
At least twice on Sandu.
Yeah. And Sabaliauskas with 3 free throws, 29-17 Rebels. And something they're going to have to learn, because the style of defense the Rebels play, they will leave guys open on the weak side, on the non-ball side, because of their aggressive effort on the ball side.
Right.
So you've got to learn to close out without fouling.
You've got to learn to close out. You've got to learn to close out, chop your steps, hands high, no middle drive, and then you've got to trust. Keyword is trust that your teammate is going to be there if the ball does get skipped. If you do get beat on that drive baseline, he's going to come across, wall up outside the block, and then that's when that skip pass comes. You're going to turn around and do it again. So that's why in the shell drill defense, those rotations are so important. I mean, you start in 4-on-4, 3-on-3, 4-on-4, 5-on-5 progressions into that. Make sure that you're in the right spots, because, again, if you don't trust in this defense, you're never going to be successful. Last night, they did not trust each other.
Sabaliauskas made all 3, so it's 27-20. Keyshawn Gilbert kicks the ball out to Parquet, right side to McCabe for a 3. Back iron, no good. Mwoka controls the rebound, throws it back out to McCabe. Now right side, Keyshawn Gilbert. He shoots a 3, in and out, no good. Mwoka's there for the putback. David Mwoka controlling the boards, 31-20. It was 29-20. 31-20. Rebels lead by 11. Wharton to Tazo, who's back in the game, starting guard. Tazo bounces down low to Big Roberts. Roberts double-teamed. Roberts back out to Tazo. They work it around to Johnstone. Johnstone drives. Johnstone underneath has the shot blocked from behind by It's Not Butter Parquet, but it goes to Sabaliauskas, who knocks down a 3 from the right corner.
And aside from that, making the 3 off the offensive rebound, that was a picture-perfect defensive effort. You have a baseline drive, you come across, weak side skip, you got the rotations. Again, that's how you're supposed to play it.
Luis Rodriguez knocks down a 3 the other way to answer, 34-23. Running Rebels with 6:15 to go in the second quarter. Sabaliauskas in the front court. Right side to Johnstone. Johnstone with Parquet watching him. Bounces down low to Roberts. Roberts, probably 6'10", 270. Feeds it to Sabaliauskas underneath. He missed the layup. Good defense. And the rebound to Mwoka feeds Gilbert. Keyshawn front court. Left side to Rodriguez. Steps back, doesn't take the 3. Back to Keyshawn, out to McCabe. Jordan will take the 3. He missed it. And now a foul on Luis Rodriguez, trying to steal the ball in the backcourt.
And the other thing to point out with this defense, again, they're making the right rotations, they're making the right reads. But the other thing is that these guys are talking. We talked about this last night. The players are on the floor are the ones calling out these rotations. They're talking. I'm midline. I'm weak side. I'm coming across a double. They're talking when they on the cross-court skip pass of who they're recovering to. That's what's making it easier for them to guard, because even if you don't see it, you have an idea of where you need to head to or where your teammate's heading.
All right, 34-23 Rebels. Calgary the ball, 5:40 to go. Wharton on the right side. Wharton brings it out top to Smith. Smith left side, Tazo. Tazo drives. Tazo cross-court pass, and a charge called on Tazo. Jumping in the air, Parquet is there to take the charge before the pass could reach Johnstone in the opposite corner.
That's another thing that's I mean, it's reinvigorating to see, is that there's this many guys on the team that are willing to step up and take charges. Typically you only have like 1, maybe 2 guys.
Keyshawn, Luis, Parquet, Shane Noel.
Yeah, Jackie Johnson stepping in there.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got multiple guys. Justin Webster did it last night. You've got multiple guys on this team that are doing it. On typical years, you got 1, maybe 2 guys. You've got 5 or 6 that are willing to do that. Sacrifice their body. That's going to be huge, especially when you get deeper into the basketball season. 5:25
to go, 34-23, Rebels with the lead. Keyshawn Gilbert out top left side. Top of the key to Cottrell, who's back in the game. Now Jackie Johnson. Jackie comes middle of the floor, now down the left side. Jackie underneath, high off the glass and in. Jackie Johnson just absolutely aggressive and under control. In the front court, Johnstone back out to Wharton. 36-23 Rebels, 5 minutes to play. Wharton down the right side, cross-court pass to Bales, and a ball knocked away and stolen, then a foul called on Jackson Bales as he was frustrated as he had the ball knocked out of his hands and then reached and grabbed the Rebels as they headed up the floor. 4:57 to go. As Columbine replaces Angar William, who was in the game for the first time. Trying to keep track of all these names, and a lot of players on the Calgary and UBC teams. All right, Keyshawn Gilbert into the front court. 4:50 to go. Rebels up 36-23, biggest lead of the game. Parquet out top. Right side to Jackie Johnson, waiting for a pick from Cottrell. Jackie, middle of the floor. Drifts left, throws a hook pass behind him to Parquet. Parquet down low to Cottrell, facing the basket on the right side. Cottrell spins in the lane, puts it off the glass just a little too hard. Bales comes away with a rebound and feeds Wharton. Wharton front court. Wharton over to Bales, open for a three from the right side. He missed it. Long rebound, deflected, and taken by Wharton, way out top. Wharton into the lane, over to Smith. He's wide open. He missed the three. Cottrell rebounds, feeds Parquet. Parquet quickly in the front court. Calgary back on defense. Parquet weaving his way through, got fouled, and an off-balance shot no good. He'll go to the line and shoot two. 4:10 to go as Keyshawn Hall and Jordan McCabe will check back in for UNLV. And Elijah Parquet, an all Pac-12 defensive player, will go to the line and shoot two. 36-23. Rebels with the lead.
So you got a couple guys built on this team, built like football players. I mean, just the shoulders that some of these kids.
Parquet, Noel.
Shane Noel.
I mean, Parquet could be a free safety.
Luis Rodriguez as well. I mean, you talk about guys that, geez, they don't just lift the weights, they eat the weights.
Timeout on the floor with the Rebels up 36-23 late here in the second quarter. You're listening to Runner Rebel Basketball on the UNLV Sports Network from Learfield.
At Finley Chevrolet, we've made it simple and easy for our family of customers to get the Chevrolet they want at the price they deserve. And in turn, you've helped us win the prestigious Chevrolet Dealer of the Year Award 7 years in a row. Thank you, Southern Nevada, from everyone at Finley Chevrolet, Nevada's #1 Chevrolet volume dealer, located on the 215 Beltway between Rainbow and Jones, or at finleychevy.com. Finley Chevrolet, home of the fine new roads.
There's something beautiful happening in Las Vegas. Life in Summerlin, a premium master-planned community designed to live as good as it looks, with Red Rock Canyon for a backyard and downtown Summerlin's fashion, dining, and entertainment at your doorstep. This incredible lifestyle has to be lived to be believed. And with dozens of actively selling neighborhoods, there's never been a better time to live this beautiful life. Learn more at Summerlin.com.
Fenway Toyota brings you UNLV basketball. Here's John Sandler and Curtis Terry.
Hey fans, we want to send a big thank you out to Thomas Dermatology, the full-service dermatological facility specializing in both cosmetic dermatology and skin cancer surgery. Also offer a full suite of med spa services like laser hair removal, tattoo removal, body contouring, and custom facials. Schedule an appointment at www.thomasderm.com or by calling 430-5333. 430-5333. That's Thomas Dermatology. Isaiah Cottrell, or check that, Parquet makes one of two. 37-23, 4:05 to go, and Parquet goes to the bench as Justin Webster checks back in. And Keyshawn Hall, pardon me. Wharton out top, gives the ball to Smith, drives down the left side, hook pass out to Johnstone to Wharton. He launches a three, long, no good, and the rebound to Justin Webster. Keyshawn Gilbert into the front court quickly. Keyshawn right corner to McCabe. McCabe brings it back out top to Gilbert. Keyshawn running the point with Johnson and McCabe out there. Keyshawn tries to drive, spins, comes in the lane, cross court to McCabe, fakes the three, comes baseline right side, and lost the ball out of bounds.
Jordan's going to still have to continue to shoot the basketball. I mean, that's one thing. Again, obviously last year we saw when he can get hot and make shots, it's great, but there was times where he would miss and kind of shelter away from it. He's missed a handful here already, but he's got to continue to shoot the open ones.
Wharton stopped. Nice help defense by Keyshawn Hall. Pass underneath to Columbine, and a foul called on Keyshawn Hall for blocking the ball out of bounds. Welcome to Canada. Keyshawn just laughing. All right, Keyshawn got absolutely 100% basketball there. So Columbine at the line shooting two. Misses the first. 37-23 running Rebels with 3:25 to go in the second quarter. Stay tuned at halftime. You'll hear more from some of these players. Chance for them to introduce themselves to you. Both free throws missed. Nice job, Keyshawn Gilbert going high in the air to grab the rebound. And he'll bring it up. Gives the ball to McCabe. Out top Johnson. Left side Gilbert. Keyshawn to Keyshawn Hall. Big Key, as they call him. Big Key drives. Big Key underneath. Gets his man in the air. Got fouled. It wasn't called. And the layup was short. Keyshawn looks at the ref and says, when the guy jumps and then lands on me, that's a foul. And the ref says, not here. Johnstone out to Wharton. Wharton gets rid of Jackie Johnson, shoots a three and hits it. Jackie overly aggressive there. First basket for Calgary in a while. 37-26. 2:45 to go in the second quarter. Jackie sets his man up, Wharton. Kicks the ball to McCabe in the left side. Jordan working on Johnstone. Comes in the lane. Off-balance shot. Just a really poor shot by Jordan McCabe. It was an air ball. Johnstone the other way. Gives the ball to Bales out top. Now to Wharton right side. Wharton. Cross-court pass to Smith. Smith, a three from the corner is good. So 6 straight points for Calgary, and Kevin Kruger calls timeout as the Rebels found themselves all standing there with their hands down, and that allowed that pass to get through the lane. 37-29. We'll take another timeout late here in the second quarter. 6-0 run for Calgary to cut it back to single digits. You're listening to Running Rebel Basketball from Learfield.
Nothing beats the power and excitement of live events like Ticket Smarter. So if you're looking to buy tickets to the best games, concerts, and Broadway shows, all at the very best price, look no further than Ticketsmarter.com or on the app. And as a bonus, every time you buy a ticket at Ticketsmarter.com, TicketSmarter makes a donation to a variety of children's charities. Ticketsmarter is a proud sponsor of UNLV Athletics. Download the app, Ticketsmarter, a smarter way to buy tickets.
You've heard the saying, girls just want to have fun. Well, so do guys. If there's one thing people really hate, it's being bored. So as they say, go south, people. To the South Point. Still providing free parking. You'll love the action. First run movies at the cinema. And dining is so delicious your tummy won't believe it. 11 restaurants plus live shows, headline shows, bowling, incredible pool area. Just for relaxing after all that action. Your entertainment destination is south, my friends. The South Point. Drop by this week and have some fun.
Fenway Toyota presents Runnin' Rebels game action. John Sandler has the call.
Fans, remember the Rebel football team getting back to Allegiant Stadium. The Rebels open the season against Idaho State inside beautiful Allegiant Stadium on Saturday, August 27th. A week from Saturday. Wow. Visit UNLVtickets.com or call 739-FANS for more information. UNLV football at Allegiant Stadium, August the 27th.
You going to go to the game?
I will not be in town.
Okay. So that means you're not coming to my birthday then. Gosh, John. I thought we were so far past this, but I guess not. One step forward, 2 steps back, guys.
When your mom didn't invite me to your 5th birthday, that caused a problem, and we're still getting over it.
I've heard that from multiple people.
Yeah, okay.
And Patty's listening tonight, too, so you better watch what you say about my mother.
It wasn't her fault. Shane Noel drives to the Rebels. Muoka grabs a loose ball, gets it back to Shane. He goes up strong, no good. Goes up again and got fouled, and the bucket. Shane Noel using that football strength underneath to drive it home on the offensive putback. 39-29 with 1:58 to go here in the second quarter. Rebels up by 10. Had a 13-point lead before Calgary knocked down 2 threes. And Noel at the line trying to convert the old-fashioned three-point play, which he does. Smooth left-handed free throw. Roberts will check back in. So 40-29 UNLV with 1:57 to go. Let's see if the Rebels can finish strong here in the second quarter. Keyshawn Gilbert hounding Wharton as he comes up the floor, keeping him on that left side. Wharton, dribbling around out top, bounces across to Smith, back to Wharton, still a long way from the basket. Wharton drives, gets stopped again, cross court to Smith. Smith shoots a high arcing three, front iron, no good. Rebound tipped all the way out top to Wharton. Wharton down the left side, the right wing to Johnstone. His three's an air ball, or just barely grazed iron. And David Muoka grabs the rebound. Great defense out top by the Rebels.
Yeah, I wonder if Keyshawn Gilbert got his business card printed in French for this trip to hand out to the guys.
That's the other side of Canada. Nice pass underneath. Noel to Muoka, and all Johnstone can do is grab David's arm. He'll go to the line and shoot 2 free throws. 1:18 to go in the first half. 40-29, Rebels lead. Jackie Johnson will check back in, as Keyshawn will go to the bench. Boy, it's just an entirely different Rebel team than the one we saw last night. I mean, it's
and you kind of expected that again. And like I said, I can be the biggest homer for UNLV basketball, but I'm also very realistic. It was a terrible performance last night on both ends of the floor. The coaches knew that. The players knew that. That's an air ball by David Wilker from the free throw line. I'm very realistic. But again, I think there was a lot of different factors that went into that performance. And again, you see the guys got a good night's sleep. They had a couple good meals a day. They watched some film. They got here early enough to get a good warm-up in. And so they're playing much better basketball. And this is typically more what we're going to see from these guys, just in terms of the focus, the effort. And I don't know how you go from an air ball that's 2 feet short and 4 feet wide.
Well, that's what it's last night to tonight.
Yeah, exactly.
David was just representing that.
I'm just showing you this is what we did, and this is who we are.
Exactly. He switched the second one, 41-29 with 1:15 to go here in the second quarter. Johnson hounding Wharton as he brings it up the floor, picks up the dribble. That's a mistake. Flips it over to Bales, who loses the handle, but it goes right back to Wharton, and then Jackie gets called for reaching in. And 2 free throws coming up for Wharton because that's the 5th team foul on the Rebels.
And I understand Wharton. He's turning around, looks at his bench, like, what? Palms up, like, what am I supposed to do? These guys are hounding me full court. I got nowhere to go. I can't dribble. It's okay, young man. There's multiple guys that have had that kind of pressure applied to them by Keyshawn Gilbert and now obviously by Jackie Johnson.
Wharton shooting 2. Knocks down the first one. Rebels off tomorrow. They will practice.
Practice? We're talking about practice?
And then there's
not a game, but practice.
There's a team dinner. And the second one rolls out. Moroka grabs the rebound and feeds Johnson. 41-30 with a minute to go. Jackie comes middle of the floor, got grabbed by Wharton, and they call the foul. Jackie will shoot 2 free throws.
It's funny. I was talking to Coach Kevin Kruger before the game, and we were talking. He's asking if I ever went on a foreign trip, and I was like, yeah, came to Vancouver, but I didn't get to go to Australia. I'm still mad at your dad for that. But he mentioned that when his dad's teams go on foreign trips, they didn't practice. He's like, you just go, you have fun, you play, do stuff. And Kevin was like, no, we're going to practice. And I think it's contrasting styles, but I don't think Lon ever had a team where you had to rebuild your whole roster.
No.
So again, Coach Kevin Kruger and his staff, they're not being dictators, but they just want their guys to be able to take advantage of the opportunities to learn, because you get limited chances to teach, and after this trip, you don't get to teach them for another couple weeks.
Calgary hustles the ball up the floor, but a hustling Justin Webster gets in the passing lane as they tried to get the ball out to Bales for a 3, and Justin, racing down the floor, knocks the ball out of bounds. Great deflection. Jackie made one of the 2 free throws, 42-30, with 49 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Wharton inbound, gives it to Roberts, out top to Sabaliauskas. Sabaliauskas drives, and they're going to call a foul. Wow.
Yeah.
That must be some sort of foreign exchange program foul. The Rebels just playing defense there. Just 3 Rebels converging on him. They called a push.
Somebody had.
The biggest pro football overlays in Vegas are back with $12 million in guaranteed prizes only at Circa Sports, with 2 ways to win and no rake. Circa Million with quarterly payouts and 100% payback. And Circa Survivor. Select one team each week with no point spread. Take in the big money with $12 million in guaranteed prizes. Enter in Vegas, play from anywhere. Visit circasports.com for details.
Comes top of the key. Justin shoots a 3. In and out, no good. Roberts there for the rebound for Calgary. And about a 1.5 second difference between the shot clock and game clock as Wharton, hounded by Johnson, brings in the front court. They're going to play for a final shot. Wharton just dribbling out top with 10 seconds, with 8 on the clock, 7. Wharton, hook pass over to Smith. Smith, a 2 from the left side is no good. Rebound tipped twice. Justin Webster picks it up. Webster a 3 at the buzzer off the glass, no good, and that's the way the half ends. A significant improvement for the Runnin' Rebels, an 11-point halftime lead.
Yeah, night and day difference. Great effort by the Rebels coming out of the locker room at the start of the game. Again, continued through that second quarter. But now let's see what they can do in this second half. It's always going to be important to continue to build on what you've done.
Absolutely, but a much improved effort at both ends of the floor. 42-31, the Rebels with 11-point lead at halftime. We'll take a break, and when we come back, we're going to hear more from this new Runnin' Rebel team, more players introducing themselves to you on our halftime show. Rebels up 42-31 at halftime. You're listening to Runnin' Rebel Basketball on the UNLV Sports Network from Learfield.
Parkway Tavern is the official home of the Rebels on the road. With 5 neighborhood taverns, including the newest location next to the M Resort, there's no better place to win with the Rebels. Enjoy $5 Bud Light and Michelob Ultra drafts and $5 Crown Royal and Captain Morgan cocktails during every game all season long. Plus, download the Parkway app and enter promo code BREAKFAST for a free classic breakfast from 12 a.m. to 10 a.m. at any of their 5 Valley locations. Parkway Tavern is a proud partner of your UNLV Rebels. Visit pkwitavern.com or follow them on social media for upcoming events and promotions.
At Finley Toyota, our mission statement is written in our showroom for everyone to see. It reads, a world-class environment dedicated to building lifelong relationships through integrity and commitment. If that sounds like a family business you'd like to do business with, we invite you to come in today. I'm John Barr, and remember,
he'll do anything at Finley Toyota. We'll do anything to sell you a car.
When you're a member of America First Credit Union, the only house that matters to us is the one that you call home. And whether you're putting down new roots or making more room for your family to grow, we'll be there to help you nurture and care for the things you cherish most. Because the only home that matters to us is yours. Truly. Learn more at americafirst.com. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Opportunity Lender.
Yes! Air Conditioning and Plumbing, your one-stop shop for all things heating, ventilation, air conditioning, and plumbing. With over 45 years of experience in the Las Vegas Valley, call Yes for quick and reliable service. Dial 702-382-2478 or visit us at our website at theyesmancan.com. We've got your back when you need it most. Yes! Air Conditioning and Plumbing, a proud partner of UNLV Athletics. Go Rebels!
On the Rebel Sports Network from Learfield, Running Rebel Basketball is brought to you by South Point, proud sponsor of UNLV Athletics. This is the Rebel Halftime Show.
All right, back here in Vancouver, the Rebels much improved over last night. 11-point lead at halftime, 42-31 over the Dinos of University of Calgary. And before we go any further, I have to correct something. I think I said that Spencer Roberts went 270, and we actually got a tweet from his dad saying he only goes 250, but he also gave us permission to tease him. And Mr. Roberts, apologies, he carries the 250 well. I'm sure not as well as you do. So we've corrected that. But in any event, Rebels up 11 at halftime, and as we mentioned, a chance for you to meet the Runnin' Rebels, the new guys, and hear some more of these guys introducing themselves to you, the Runnin' Rebel fans.
How y'all doing? I'm Jackie Johnson from Wichita, Kansas. Some of my Rebel fans will know about me is I'm a winner and come here to win. So,
that's awesome, and I think that's what this program wants players to be. Jackie, you come in here. You had a great short time at Duquesne. What do you bring to this Runnin' Rebel program that fans are really going to like watching?
I feel like I bring everything. Just everything that a winner brings. Can score, can pass it, can defend. Just do everything that impacts the game as far as winning.
A lot of the talk early on, and obviously it's August, it's very early, is that this team is going to be really good defensively, but there, some questions on, where's that scoring going to come from? Where's the offense going to come from? Watching you, knowing how well you did last year with, multiple 20, 30-point performances, you're going to be one of the guys they're going to look to for offense. How about the adjustment into the Mountain West?
For sure. I know definitely that they brought me here to do a lot of the scoring, but just coming in and just play my game, play my game in the system, and just as far as the Mountain West Conference, I feel like I'll be just fine.
New group of guys from all over the place. It's kind of the world of college basketball now with the transfer portal and everything. Yeah. How's this group coming together? What are your impressions?
I feel like we're real cohesive early on. I feel like that's a great thing. So I feel like, we're going to be just fine when it comes to everybody coming together and playing as a unit.
What are you enjoying most about being a Runnin' Rebel thus far?
Players, how close all the guys are. We all real close to each other. So like I said, that's the most thing I enjoy.
Something you're looking forward to most about It's an absolutely beautiful spot. Is there anybody at the team on the team that you've been surprised by so far? Like, wow, I didn't, I knew he was good, but I didn't know this or I didn't know that. Is there someone that just stands out right now?
No, I feel like everybody, is good. I feel like we wouldn't be here. What I'm saying? If we wasn't good at what we do. So I feel like everybody's been doing good.
That's a very diplomatic answer. One of the things that the Runner Rebels are known for is moving the ball up and down the floor, and your quickness is going to be a huge asset. You like playing up and down? You like playing that fast break style?
Yes, sir, for sure.
What about it do you like?
Just getting up and down. Hard to beat speed, so speed kills.
Speed kills. Well, you got a lot of it, and we'll look forward to watching you kill the opposition with it. Jackie, appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Jackie Johnson.
Hey, Rebel fans. This is John Cooper, your new assistant basketball coach, and I hail from Kansas City, Missouri. So you know what that means? I know great barbecue, and I love great barbecue. So I'm just putting it out there to let everyone know that, yes, I probably am a barbecue snob. That would be me.
Well, I think I kind of share that with you, Coach. Very much so. That's awesome. You come here to the Runner Rebels. What was it about Coach Kruger? What was it about the program that made you say, this is where I want to be?
Well, one, I think you have to go back. I came out of high school in 87, graduated in 91. So certainly when you think of UNLV, you think of the brand and you think of the great teams they had. Those were some of the guys through the years, through passing, whether it was camp or whatever, I played against. And so you think about Tark and you think about the tradition. And the brand is unbelievable. So to have an opportunity to come back here, and particularly to be with Kevin, who is one of those guys I consider one of the hot young names who's rising, who has unbelievable pedigree, from Coach Kruger, who his father recruited me when I was in high school. His dad was the head coach at K-State. So I've known Coach Kruger for a long time. And then my best friend, Lou Hill, my college teammate, one of my best friends, Sweet Lou, of course, was on Coach Kruger's staff, and unfortunately his passing and everything else. So it's kind of weird. There were a lot of different things that were intermingled there. And then we had the opportunity to play them this year when I was at SMU. And as Kevin says, well, we weren't there, we didn't show up. But one of the things you could see is as we followed them, Tim Jankovic, the head coach, who was one of Kevin's very first babysitters, was my boss at SMU. We followed them, and to watch what happened as the season went on and to see where they were able to take the program, I just think it bodes extremely well for the future of UNLV basketball. And for it to be, as I consider it, even though I'm not a UNLV grad, in its rightful place. And I think certainly that's something that we're capable of doing. And obviously we're going to need the fan support and help and creating that atmosphere. But it should be a fun time.
It should be a great time, and it starts up here in Canada. Coach Cooper, really appreciate the time. I know we'll get a chance to visit a lot more as the season progresses.
No problem. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Coach Cooper.
My name is Shane Noel. I'm from Seattle, Washington. And I'm really looking forward to the Rebel fans and, just seeing what it's really like to be in that kind of environment. And I'm really excited for this year. We have a really good core and group, a really good group of guys. I think we're really going to thrive when the season comes around.
We're all excited for it. Of course, it gets started very early with this trip to Canada. A chance for you guys to see someone else in a uniform instead of playing against each other. And what are you looking forward to most about this trip, and what do you want to get out of it?
I'm really looking forward, to just competing against, somebody obviously that's not our team. Just seeing, how the defense is going to be playing us, and then, really seeing how our defense that we've been practicing against each other is really going to show in the game. So, with that repetition, and, I think this tournament will be really beneficial for us.
You went to Arizona. You didn't get the playing time you wanted, didn't play much at all. This is really an opportunity to show a lot of people what you can do. What are you looking forward to most about the opportunity to play and exhibit your skills on the court?
Well, for me personally, I just came to a place where I felt, I could really thrive and really showcase, my game and my abilities, which is, getting others involved, pushing the ball in transition, and then, defending at a high level.
Your skills, obviously, we know you're an outstanding defender. What else do you do on the court that the fans are going to really like?
My unselfishness. I really like to get others involved. I think I have a really high IQ level. I see things, a step ahead sometimes. But, sometimes I kind of get out of, I try to force things that are not there. But, that comes with, experience. And then, I think it's really going to help me by the time. And by the time at the end of the season, I thought I'll be really good.
Well, we all think so, too. And I think that's great to hear. What are some things that have impressed you about this group and guys coming from all over the place? early on.
So everybody's maturity, and that's really huge, especially, at the collegiate level. Guys come from different programs, being taught different schemes and different things. That's what it's all about. So I feel it's really going to help us in the long run with what coach is teaching us.
That's awesome. Shane, appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Shane Noel.
Your home for every UNLV Rebel football game is ESPN Las Vegas, 1100 AM and 100.9 FM, KWWN Las Vegas. You've heard the saying, girls just want to have fun. Well, so do guys. If there's one thing people really hate, it's being bored. So as they say, go south, people. To the South Point. Still providing free parking. You'll love the action. First-run movies in the cinema and dining is so delicious your tummy won't believe it. 11 restaurants plus live shows, headline shows, bowling, incredible pool area. Just for relaxing after all that action. Your entertainment destination is south, my friends. The South Point. Drop by this week and have some fun.
When you're a member of America First Credit Union, the only house that matters to us is the one that you call home. And whether you're putting down new roots or making more room for your family to grow, we'll be there to help you nurture and care for the things you cherish most. Because the only home that matters to us is yours. Truly. Learn more at americafirst.com. Federally insured by NCUA. Equal Housing Opportunity Lender.
If you need to sell your house,
Talk to Aaron Taylor.
you want to sell it fast and get the most cash, talk to Aaron Taylor.
The real estate guy. What real estate agent has over 5,000 homes sold? What real estate agent has over 25 years of experience? What real estate agent will give the seller a cash advance within 24 hours? What real estate agent will fix your house up to get you top dollar? What real estate agent has hundreds of reviews? Aaron Taylor, the real estate guy. That's who. We have proven and tested systems to sell it fast and get the most cash. So call the #1 real estate brand in Nevada today. Aaron Taylor, the real estate guy. And don't forget the real estate kid. 702-310-6683. That's 702-310-6683. 702-310-MOVE. eXp Realty, license number 38886. Call for details.
Talk to Aaron Taylor.
The real estate guy.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by the University of Nevada, Las Vegas. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the university and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the university.
Back here in Vancouver, John Sandler, Curtis Terry with you. Rebels up 11 at halftime, 42-31, a much better performance. And let's take a look at the halftime stats for the Runner Rebels. 2 players in double figures, Isaiah Cottrell with 10 and Jackie Johnson with 10. Rebels also seeing Justin Webster contribute with 5 and playing some outstanding defense, hustling, putback, offensive rebounds, all sorts of things on the court for Justin today. David Mooka had 5 points and 7 rebounds in that first half. Justin had 5 rebounds. 4 points for Elijah Parquet, who also had a big block in that first half. 3 for Noel, 3 for Keyshawn Gilbert, and Keyshawn, of course, being as disruptive as he normally is. Rebels shoot 41% from the field, only 27% from 3. They've got to pick that up. But they did force 13 turnovers, Curtis, only committed 2, and turned those 13 turnovers into 19 points.
That's amazing, right? I mean, that's outstanding. That's what you want to do defensively. You want to be disruptive. You want to get in passing lanes, get deflections, and they did that. And like you said, to the tune of 13 turnovers, scored 19 points off that, only gave up 2 points off their own turnovers. You only turn it over 2 times. I mean, those are perfect numbers, what you want to have, especially from a team that's going to be defensive focused. Like you said, it's night and day from the performance from last night to tonight. Only up by 11, but again, it's more so how you're going to get there and the way that they're doing it. Activity from everybody. Justin Webster on the offensive and defensive boards. Again, much more of a team effort and everybody contributing to what they need to be doing and just kind of carrying out the game plan here tonight.
Fans, remember that the Lady Rebels will defend their Mountain West Conference Championship under head coach Lindy LaRock, leading the strong squad into the season. Lady Rebels looking to defend that Mountain West Conference Championship. Call 739 fans or visit UNLVtickets.com. Also, UNLV volleyball gets underway soon, and you can get season tickets for that as well. And they open up against Weber State. And they are also a defending conference champ. So 739 fans or UNLVtickets.com. It'll be Rebel ball to start this second half. David Mooka at inbound right in front of us. David with a strong first half along with the rest of the Rebels. And we are ready to go here in the third quarter, 10 minutes on the clock. And Jackie Johnson will bring it up. Jackie into the front court. Gives the ball to Parquet, out top Noel. Back to Jackie. Now to Mooka, top of the key. Jackie comes to get the basketball, comes middle of the floor. Jackie going to drive left side. Jackie gets banged, puts it off the glass and in. He's so strong, he can withstand the contact and lay it in. Jackie now with 12 points to lead all scorers, and it's 44-31. Bales front court. Bales on the left side. Throws it out top to Roberts. Roberts, as Smith traveled, starting his dribble there. And the Rebels force a turnover and get the ball back, up 13 in the first 30 seconds here of the third quarter. Not only are the Rebels much more active, the coaching staff much more active. You mentioned that. I think last night they kind of did that on purpose.
Yeah.
They kind of sat back and said, okay, guys, let's see
what you're going to do.
Yeah.
But I also think at the same time, these assistant coaches, they got to figure out, like, who's going to be that guy on the bench? Who's going to be the yeller? Who's going to be the encourager, the motivator?
Jackie Johnson gets a nice pass from David Mooka and throws in a three from the deep right corner. 47-31 Rebels. Bales out to Roberts. Roberts to Sabaliauskas. Sabaliauskas down the left side, gets stopped by Mooka. Stops, fall away jumper. That rolls out. Nice rebound by Keyshawn Hall. Big Key flying up the left side into the front court. All the way in the lane.
Oh, yeah.
Puts up with the right hand and in, and a foul. What a play by the big man. I mean, you look at Keyshawn Hall and you think to yourself, okay, he's got the size. He can back you down. He can do some of that. He just went length of the floor and in an acrobatic move, switching hands for the reverse layup.
He is light on his feet. I mean, DJ Khaled would call that a major key.
I like it. See? And he converts the three-point play, 50-31. So the Rebels score the first 8 points here in the third quarter. Smith in the front court on the left wing, watched by Noel. Smith out top to Wharton. Wharton's going to shoot a three over Mooka. It's short, long rebound, and a foul called away from the basket, away from the ball. Keyshawn Hall pushing Roberts. Those two guys matching up size-wise. And Keyshawn kind of pushing Roberts out of bounds. That probably doesn't happen very much to him.
No.
Big kid. With a great dad.
Two big kids.
Two big kids there. Roberts catches a pass out top, gives it to Bales. Bales comes down the left side. Pass right side in the corner to Wharton. Wharton on the baseline, throws it out to Roberts. Roberts in the lane, has his shot deflected, blocked by Mooka. Roberts able to run it back down, gives it to Sabaliauskas, who shoots a three at the buzzer and knocks it down. Really good defense, but Sabaliauskas able to knock down the three, 50-34 with 8:10 to go. Johnson drives, throws a lob to Mooka. David goes high in the air to catch it. Gives the ball to Parquet. Parquet drives back to Mooka for the slam dunk, but he was fouled. The ball ricochets off the back of the rim. Great ball movement and hustle there by Mooka, and great ball movement by the Rebels. They'll shoot 2 free throws.
I mean, if we're going to call... Wait, let me check this for you.
Roberts, you're talking about, or Sabaliauskas?
If we're going to call, Wharton 6 foot, they're saying. But that means you're saying Jackie's 5'11". I've got a hard time with both those measurements there.
You know what?
I'm just saying these are little guys on little guys. But hey.
Yeah. Jackie, he's short of stature, but boy, is he strong. And,
kid's an athlete.
It's
just
pretty
remarkable. Doesn't have much height, but he gets it done on the court.
David comes up short on the free throw. Second one, front iron, no good. So he missed them both. 50-34 Rebels. Quickly the pass in the front court. Bales on the right side. Bales drives, cross-court pass to Smith. Smith goes baseline, gets stopped, kicks the ball out to Wharton. Rebels do a good job recovering. Cross-court pass to Bales. Bales, another cross-court pass to Smith. High-arcing threes and air ball. Bales is there and gets fouled. Johnson tried to grab the ball, but grabbed Bales on the arm. And Jackie commits the foul. 7:45 to go. Rebels lead 50-34.
And one thing we're going to continue to see, and hopefully these guys improve on. I mean, obviously, Coach Kevin Kruger wants guys to take the high side, want to force everything down on the floor. But in terms of when they're playing these guys, they're not so much squared up head on. They're more taking a high angle, almost too high of an angle to allow that straight line drive. So these guys got to adjust and say, okay, I'm not going to give you that straight line drive. I'm going to cut into your hip a little bit and force you more to the baseline. So again, just get more comfortable with the coverages, allowing your big guy that time to get over there to stop those drives off those pick and rolls when you're forcing them down. And just the small things that you're going to continue to see these guys get better at.
50-36 as both free throws were made. Shane Noel in the front court to Parquet. Left side to Johnson, long way from the basket. Jackie comes down the left side, throws it out to Hall. Right corner to Noel for a three, and that's no good. And a foul's going to be called on Bales, pushing off on Parquet, battling for the rebound. Good hustle by Elijah. Rebel ball out of bounds with a 14-point lead, 7:25 to go. Keyshawn Gilbert will check in. And Jackie Johnson goes to the bench. Jeff Tazo back in, and Bales goes to the bench for Calgary. Keyshawn inbound baseline left side. 14 on the shot clock. 7:25 to go in the quarter. Keyshawn throws a lob to Mwoka. Mwoka got pushed. No call. Ball went off his hand. Sabaliaska's front court. Sabaliaska's hounded by Gilbert. Into Roberts. Roberts back to the basket. Back out to Sabaliaska. Shoots a three. No good. Mwoka grabs the rebound and feeds Keyshawn. Keyshawn quickly in the front court right side. Now middle of the floor. Keyshawn in the left corner to Keyshawn Hall. Hall fakes the three and then loses the ball out of bounds on the dribble. One of the things Keyshawn Hall is going to learn is at this level, you can't just dribble. You can't take that much time to set yourself up. You either got to make a decision and go or get rid of the basket.
Yeah, you got to catch and go, catch and shoot, catch and pass. I mean, there's no other options. You got to make sure that you're more determined and more conviction on what you're going to do.
Tazo gets stopped by Hall, feeds Wharton out top. Wharton drives. Wharton runs into Parquet and makes the basket, and a blocking foul on Parquet. I don't know if he was in the circle or... He also, I think, flopped a little bit there. Didn't help himself. That cuts the lead to 12, so the Rebels went on a 8-0 run and have now seen Calgary go on a 7-0 run. And now a chance to cut it back to the halftime margin, which was 11. Hall, Parquet go to the bench. Luis Rodriguez and Justin Webster check in for the Rebels. 6:41 to go in the third quarter, leading by 12. And Wharton trying to cut it to 11, which was the halftime margin. He does so. So each team on an 8-0 run here in the second. Keyshawn out top right side. Keyshawn middle of the floor, splits a double team to Noel on the right wing. Shane, cross-court pass to Rodriguez. Rodriguez goes baseline, double clutch, and gets fouled. Thought about the dunk. Roberts came over and stopped him, and then Rodriguez brought the ball back down. And when he did, Roberts got him on the arm. And they're going to give Luis Rodriguez free throws here, even though the only way Luis could get the ball in the basket was from the bottom of the basket. Yeah, now they've switched it. It's not a shooting foul. Keyshawn will take the ball out of bounds right side on the baseline. Gilbert to Rodriguez on the wing. Luis rises up for a three. Back iron, no good. Mwoka times the jump perfectly. Feeds Webster. Justin Webster's three is no good. Tipped by Mwoka, and Sabaliaska comes away with it. So the Rebels had two good looks at three, couldn't knock him down. And it remains 50-39. In the front court, Smith on the left side. Now top to Wharton. Wharton comes down the left side, gets stopped by Mwoka. Out to Sabaliauskas. Sabaliauskas, 14-foot baseline jumper as he got away from Webster, knocks it down, and now it's a 9-point Rebel lead. McCabe has checked in for the Rebels as he replaces Noel. Keyshawn Gilbert in the front court. Rebels haven't scored in about 4 minutes. Keyshawn down the right side. Keyshawn, double clutch off the glass, no good. They score now as Mwoka with the slam dunk on the putback. 52-41. 5:25 to go. Sabaliauskas and Tazo passing it back and forth. Tazo out top left side. Keyshawn all over him. Tazo bounces to Roberts, top of the key. Now to Wharton. Wharton backs away from Webster. Shoots over him from three. No good. Rebound Mwoka. Feeds Gilbert, and you hear the Rebel coaches yelling, go, go, go. Keyshawn front court. He'll shoot a three, got knocked down, and a chance for a 4-point play as he made the three. Sabaliauskas with the foul. 55-41.
I mean, a year ago, not even a year ago, 6 months ago, that's not a shot that Keyshawn Gilbert even thinks about taking.
He's worked so hard.
Oh my gosh, it's remarkable the amount of work that this kid's put in. And again, as athletes, what you're supposed to do and when you get better individually is in the off season. But the strides that this kid has taken with his jump shot, and that takes nothing but effort and repetition. You can get bored doing it, but he's came in every day and consistently improved on his rotation on the ball, on his balance, just having the confidence to step up there and knock down shots, and it's great to see it paying off for him.
Unable to convert the free throw, however, so it's 55-41. In the front court, Wharton goes baseline left side, splits a double team, but throws it off the bottom of the glass. But it goes right in the hands of Angar William, and that's the only way he's going to get it. And he lays it in. 55-43. Gilbert front court, has it knocked away from behind by Wharton, but able to get it back. He feeds Rodriguez at the top of the key. Nice no-look pass down to David Moroka for the left-handed layup. 57-43. Quickly up ahead, Bales. Bales comes down the right side, gives it out top to Sabaliauskas. Pass inside to William. William has the ball knocked away, gets it back. Doesn't want any part of it. Feeds Wharton out top. Wharton down the right side. Cross-court pass Bales. Bales a three from the corner is good. Nice shot. McCabe late getting out there. 57-46. 4 minutes to go in the quarter. Back to an 11-point lead. So the Rebels built it to 16, 15, and then immediately Calgary able to cut it back to 11. Rodriguez a three straight away. Is good. Luis Rodriguez answers. He's going to be really good.
Yeah,
he's going to be really good.
Yeah.
Sabaliauskas out top left side to Bales. Bales on the wing, out top William. Right side Wharton. Wharton going to drive on the right side. Got banged from behind by Webster. Easy call. Or are they going to call it a Mooka? No, they call it on Justin from behind. And free throws coming up for Wharton. Rebels will bring in Johnson, Hall, and Parquet. Webster, McCabe, and Mooka to the bench. Rebels back in action Friday night. We will travel about an hour and a half east of here to Abbotsford and take on the University of Fraser Valley. Should be a beautiful drive.
I'm looking forward to looking at the scenery.
Yeah, it is absolutely gorgeous around here. Free throw is good.
That it is, though. It does remind me, again, me being from Tacoma. I mean, just the scenery here reminds me a lot of Seattle, Tacoma area. Obviously, the fresh air, clear blue skies, being on the water. So, no, it's definitely nice to be back in this neck of the woods, even though we're just north of the border.
Wharton made both free throws, but only one of them counts. It should be 60-47. It is. One of the Calgary players got in the lane early. Keyshawn Hall front court. Hall top of the key. Hall kicks the ball right side to Gilbert. Gilbert to the foul line, spins, comes in the lane. Floater is good. What a tough, aggressive move by Gilbert. 62-47. Rebels back out in front by 15. In the front court, Bales. Bales on the left side, watched by Parquet. Bales comes down the left side. Rebels double team him. And now he traveled. And that's one thing Kevin Kruger said the Rebels did well yesterday, that double team that they like to do when the ball goes down, when they are able to force the ball down in the corner. The difference is they force it down there a lot more often today.
Yeah, you got to be able to force it there in the first place. Yesterday they were forcing it straight line drive, and that's the one issue that you couldn't have.
All right, timeout on the floor. Rebels up 62-47 late here in the third quarter. You're listening to Runnin' Rebel Basketball from Learfield.
There's something beautiful happening in Las Vegas. Life in Summerlin, a premium master-planned community designed to live as good as it looks. With Red Rock Canyon for a backyard and downtown Summerlin's fashion, dining, and entertainment at your doorstep. This incredible lifestyle has to be lived to be believed. And with dozens of actively selling neighborhoods, there's never been a better time to live this beautiful life. Learn more at Summerlin.com.
Rebel fans, college football is back. So grab your friends and a cold, refreshing Dos Equis lager and make the most of game day. Dos Equis is the one to score for your tailgate, at the bar, or even watching with your friend who went to that other school. So buy a cold, crisp Dos Equis and go Rebels. Dos Equis, proud partner of UNLV Athletics. Get a dose. Enjoy Dos Equis responsibly. Copyright 2022. Imported by Cervezas Mexicanas, White Plains, New York.
Finlay Toyota brings you UNLV basketball. Here's John Sandler and Curtis Terry.
Fans, remember, go to www.belllimousine.com. The next time you need a limo, SUV, charter, or party bus, belllimousine.com. Rebels with the ball up 62-48 in the front court, and Keyshawn Hall traveled starting his dribble. Just got a little bit quick there. What do they say? Be quick, but not in a hurry.
Okay.
Don't rush. And Keyshawn was anxious to get moving.
Yeah.
So I guess they counted that second free throw for some reason. 62-48, under 3 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Tezo down the right side, has the ball deflected out of bounds by the aggressive defense of Luis Rodriguez. Rodriguez, the transfer from the University of Mississippi, is as versatile a player as the Rebels have had in a long time. Inbounds pass to Wharton. Wharton comes down the right side, has the ball knocked away by Keyshawn Gilbert. Keyshawn, great pass up ahead to Rodriguez for the slam dunk. What a terrific play, and now a out-of-bounds violation by Calgary, 64-48 Rebels. Great defense by Keyshawn Gilbert, and a great pass to a streaking Luis Rodriguez for the dunk.
Defense leads the offense. Again, you're going to get a lot of those opportunities, especially when you got Keyshawn Gilbert on the floor, and you've got guys like Luis Rodriguez, Elijah Parquette, Shane Noel able to run the lanes.
Someone was having fun with the buzzer over there. The young lady working the scoreboard was a little bit chagrined as it kept going off and off. All right, inbounds pass to Jackie Johnson. Lost the ball out of his hands. Wharton comes away with it. Head to Bales. Bales lays it up and in. I thought for a minute Parquet was going to come from behind and swat it, but he let it go. 64-50. Unforced error there. Cost the Rebels a bucket. Jackie in the front court. Jackie top of the key. Comes down the left side against Wharton. Gets fouled, and he'll go to the line and shoot two.
Oh, man. Tezo and Wharton, they probably aren't not the quickest guy on the floor ever. And the fact that they're not even close in terms of the quickness, it's got to be frustrating.
Yeah, the buzzer's going off. The young lady just tried to crawl under the scorer's table over there because of all the sounds it's making. The official comes over and says, "Cut it out." And she says, "Believe me, I'm not trying to do it on purpose." And you know, to be fair, I think
it's an exhibition for everybody.
It's an exhibition for everybody, but also just comparing last night to tonight, both the Rebels' condition is obviously different, but I think the teams are different. I think UBC is a stronger, deeper team than Calgary, at least on first impressions. So let's be clear about that. But the Rebels are certainly playing much better tonight as Johnson knocks down the free throw, 65-50.
I'm also curious, though, like you said, these guys traveled to Costa Rica. I'm assuming that was within the last 3 to 4 weeks.
It was within the last 2 weeks.
Okay, yeah. So, I mean, you've got to factor that in. So this is their 6th game. I mean, So, again, a lot of factors that go into these situations, and they had to travel 2 hours on a flight from Calgary to here.
Yeah. Now Luis Rodriguez knocks the ball away and heads the other way. He falls down, and Wharton comes away with it. Passes up to Tezo. Tezo underneath lays it in. So getting a little ragged at this point. 66-52 Rebels. Under 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. McCabe front court, and a whistle away from the ball. They're concerned with some
moisture on the floor.
Your favorite word.
No, it's just a good word. Okay. It's a great word when you talk about cookies.
Well, actually, I like crisp. I like my chocolate chip cookies crisp, unless they're right out of the oven.
Well, yeah. We want to eat cookies that are just sitting in the Tupperware all night.
Yeah, I know, but you know they advertise those soft baked ones. Jordan McCabe drives right side, gives a little head fake and lays it in. A little shake and bake for Jordan. 68-52. In the front court, Wharton with the ball right side, watched by Johnson. Throws it out top, ball knocked away, stolen by McCabe. McCabe on the left side. Had Keyshawn Hall, didn't see him. Nice pass underneath to Parquet. Parquet lays it in. Jordan McCabe helping the Rebels extend the lead 70-52 as they've cranked up the defensive intensity once again. Minute 15 to go in the quarter. Tezo comes down the right side. Back out to Wharton. Wharton launches a 3 air ball. And Rodriguez, hustling, comes away with it, but gets banged out of bounds. Turns to the official, said, he pushed me out of bounds. The official said, I don't care how you got there. You just wound up out of bounds. Luis will go to the bench. Had a terrific stretch there. Keyshawn Hall as well. Webster back in along with Noel. Tezo, right side to Wharton. Wharton on the baseline. Hook pass out to Tezo. Tezo comes in the lane. Tezo just bulls his way over Parquet. Ball is grabbed by Kalambe, and he kind of flips the ball over the rim into the basket. We were busy watching Parquet get knocked down. Parquet on the left side, drives in the lane. Parquet underneath, gets fouled, lays it in. Basket counts and one.
I mean, the Rebels go 5 guards here on the floor. I mean, you've got Shane Noel, who's the tallest guy out there.
And Kevin Kruger just experimenting, just seeing the different combinations.
It doesn't hurt.
Yeah. One of the things that you love about this Rebel team is the versatility. Kevin's got 4 or 5 guys who can play multiple positions and multiple roles. Keyshawn Hall can play multiple roles. Parquet, Noel, Rodriguez. Parquet misses the free throw, but Jackie Johnson, smallest guy on the floor, grabs the rebound, got fouled, but it wasn't called, and then he got knocked out of bounds.
And then you add E.J. Harkless. I mean, the guy that everybody raves about, not just within the program, but outside of the program, what he did in the Big 12 at Oklahoma. And having a chance to sit with him yesterday on the bus afterwards, the kid understands the game. He knows what's going on, and he knows he had a reason as to why they played what he thought they needed to do better. To have a guy like that who's going to have that experience and keep the guys very grounded and level-headed.
Yeah, he's going to wind up, I think, being one of the real leaders on this team.
Oh, for sure.
Tezo
he already
drives.
is, and he's not even got on the court with them yet.
I think you're right. Tezo drives and lays it in. 72-56. Rebels will play for a final shot. Shot clock is off. 16 seconds to go. Webster out top to McCabe. McCabe backs away. Calls out the play. McCabe gets a pick, comes left side, gets tripped. It wasn't called. McCabe backs away with 5 seconds. Jordan backs away again, fakes a 3, and gets fouled.
Got him.
And Sabaliauskas got some of Jordan's shoulder in his midsection, and Jordan will shoot 3 free throws with no time on the clock here at the end of the third quarter. 72-56, and Sabaliauskas insult to injury there. The foul, and he drew the foul, or McCabe drew the foul by pump faking, and then Sabaliauskas kind of jumped into him as Jordan leaned in and caught him in the midsection.
And I'm going to give Jordan McCabe a shout-out, kind of a homecoming for him. I didn't know that he's lived in Seattle for 3 years. He lived in Seattle at 5th, 6th, and 7th grade, he said. His dad worked for Costco. And came back and moved. They moved to the West Coast to do some corporate stuff. And he said he played for Seattle Rotary. Obviously, the team that knew assistant coach Jamal Williams ran that program for years. Obviously, way after Jordan was in town. But again, being on the road with these guys, you learn something new. And we learned that as we were walking through the airport on Tuesday.
Yeah, Jordan talking about it. He knocks down all 3 free throws, and that will, I guess, end the third quarter. 75-56. So the Rebels at the end of the third quarter stretch what was an 11-point halftime lead to a 19-point advantage here at the end of the third quarter. 75-56 Rebels. You're listening to Runnin' Rebel Basketball on the UNLV Sports Network from Learfield.
Yes! Air Conditioning and Plumbing, your one-stop shop for all things heating, ventilation, air conditioning, and plumbing. With over 45 years of experience in the Las Vegas Valley, call Yes for quick and reliable service. Dial 702-382-2478 or visit us at our website at theyesmancan.com. We've got your back when you need it most. Yes! Air Conditioning and Plumbing, a proud partner of UNLV Athletics. Go Rebels!
When you're a member of America First Credit Union, the only house that matters to us is the one that you call home. And whether you're putting down new roots or making more room for your family to grow, we'll be there to help you nurture and care for the things you cherish most. Because the only home that matters to us is yours. Truly. Learn more at americafirst.com. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Opportunity Lender.
At Finley Toyota, our mission statement is written in our showroom for everyone to see. It reads, a world-class environment dedicated to building lifelong relationships through integrity and commitment. If that sounds like a family business you'd like to do business with, we invite you to come in today. I'm John Barr, and remember,
He'll do anything at Finley Toyota. We'll do anything to sell you a car.
Pueblo Medical Imaging is a proud sponsor of UNLV Athletics. Open 7 days a week with 4 Valley locations and same-day appointments. We're your one-stop shop for all of your imaging needs. With our state-of-the-art equipment, you get the most clear and concise images along with our top-of-the-line customer service. We are Las Vegas's preferred imaging center. For more information, go to PMILV.com. Go Rebels!